It is leap day, but there is a reason why we celebrate it. So let's go ahead and jump right on into that reason. Why do we have leap year? So overall, the Earth revolves around the sun once a year, 365 days, but it's not exactly 365 days. It's actually 365 and roughly a quarter days is how long it takes the Earth to revolve around the sun. So we have to do a little bit of math here. And you see that math actually shows that we kind of miss about a quarter day each year because we don't actually revolve around the sun 365 days. We revolve around it about 300 and a quarter years. So with missing that, without leap year in 100 years, we'd be 24 days off. That basically means that we'd be having the weather that we see on March 21st, on February 25th. You don't want that. It's kind of what we've been seeing anyway, though. But anyway, the solution, you add one day every 4 years and problem solved, right? Well, not quite, because here's the deal. We still are only taking about 365 days and a quarter when we add leap year. So that basically means we're still missing out on about 11.2 minutes each year. With the leap year added, that means we're 18 hours off. So we have to do a little bit of leap year hopscotch. And what we end up doing is we skip a leap year if it falls on the start of a century, unless that number is divisible by 400. And that kind of fixes our solution here. That basically you minus that number and we get very closer, and within 3,333 years, we'd just be a day off. And that is why we have leap year. Let's go ahead and toss things back over to you, Haley.
Oh, wow, that was fascinating. So as Brandon said, it is February 29th, a day that occurs every 4 years. So for those born on a leap day, today is extra special. WVVA's Jade Burke sat down with some leap year babies from our area. Check it out.
The odds of being born on a leap day are 1 in 1,461, and there are only roughly 205,000 people in the U.S. who can claim a leap year birthday.
The odds are against you, but it's been an exciting birthdays, you know, over the years.
I feel special. I talked to a sister in Iowa this morning. She says, why don't they feel special? Why don't she feel special? I said, you weren't born on leap year.
It's different because I don't know when to celebrate sometimes. I celebrate on the 28th or the 1st, so it's just weird.
And the funny thing about leap year babies is that they have two ages. Their actual age and the age that correlates with how many actual birthdays they've had.
Be 18 in leap years, and you can do the math and tell how old I really am.
20 years in leap years times 420, that makes it 80.
It depends on who I'm talking to. If it's like one of my friends, then I'll be like, oh, I'm 3.
That's a lot of kids can't wait. They wait so long for their 18th birthday. Well, it took me 72 years to get to mine.
And even though these leaplings only get a true celebration every 4 years, they think it's something that makes them unique.
It's a lot of fun because nobody ever forgets your birthday. The same year you elect a president, have a presidential election, I have a birthday.
Explaining it to people, they're like, yeah, it's so weird. I'm like, sorry, guys.
Even though they're technically still getting older.
I don't mind. I'm still aging every year, so it don't make any difference.
Here for you on Leap Day, I'm Jade Burks, WVVA News.
Happy birthday, everyone. Okay, in our state's capital, West Virginia may soon stiffen fines for restaurants that failed to secure the lids of grease pits after a young girl fell into one of the collection traps last year. The House of Delegates on Friday unanimously approved a measure to increase fines from $5 to $50 per day for businesses that don't secure the grease pit lids. The bill followed an incident last November where 5-year-old Cambria Chiveco stepped on one of the lids outside a Charleston restaurant. She fell into the pit's narrow opening, and she fell into the putrid grease. The proposal now goes back to the Senate with some minor amendments. And today we wrap up our continuing coverage on hair discrimination. We want to end our series with an Oscar award-winning director sharing advice to all children about embracing their natural hair. The images from the award-winning film may look like a fun cartoon image, but what you're seeing is a glimpse into what some hope is our country's future. Hair love for all. Once again, WVVA's Jennifer Roberts has the story.
Meet Zuri. She's in love with her natural hair. But she needs a bit of help styling it. For the first time, Zuri's daddy is combing through her hair. And it's a bit of work. In the end, it's all worth it, because Zuri can visit her mother at the hospital in the hairstyle her mother embraced and loves. Hair love is touching the hearts of families who relate to this hair journey, but its reach is bigger than you may think.
And the Oscar goes to Hair Love, Matt
That's right, Oscar-winning. And the faces behind the animated short spread their spotlight from the trophy to the roots of the film.
Hair Love was done because we wanted to see more representation in animation. We wanted to normalize black hair.
Promoting hair love for young men and women of color. Producer of the film, Karen Tolliver, tells WVVA